before I start, go over there to YouTube. If you guys not subscribed to my page yet, please feel free to join YouTube. Tell a friend. You know this guy that got a podcast. Sometimes it makes sense. Hey, sometimes he don't. We don't know. We just like to listen to him. Go over there to YouTube, Pico the City Brown. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Going on over there to TikTok. Hit that follow button. Pico City. It's just Pico City on TikTok. Hit that subscribe button. That's YouTube. TikTok. Hit the follow on TikTok. Hit the subscribe and like on YouTube. I got a lot of content coming, guys, so just bear with me. But I want to thank you guys for listening all the time. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Man, I appreciate y'all for listening and getting the word out because, hey, the truth has got to be told. So it came across well, yeah, I can say timeline actually. It came across my timeline about genders. What why all these genders in the world now, and we went from 2 to 200, and is having more than one gender a benefit of the world, or is having more than two genders a benefit of the world, or is having more than two genders a benefit of the world? Let's find out. So we got male, female, which some people don't want to be called that no more. It's pro-choice now. You can pretty much be whatever you want to be. You got transgender women, you got transgender men, you got all these types. Now everybody's labeling themselves as their own personal gender. Where did it come from? I don't know. But according to the book, the Bible, and according to all other books that has nothing to do with the Bible, there's only two genders. You have male, you have female. Now, if you want to grow up and be your own person, or be a transsexual, or be a whatever they call themselves, pansexuals or gay or straight, that's pretty much your business. If that's what you want to do, if that's what floats your boat, then by all means do it. I have no beef with no gay people. I have no beef with pansexuals, transgender. I have no beef with none of these people. Unless they, try to kick it off with me, then I have to kick it off with them. But I will never disrespect none of them. But if you're gonna be gay, be gay. If you're gonna be a transgender, be a transgender. You can't pick and choose words now. You just know they're trying to pick and choose their own pronouns, and you can't say you can only if it's a transgender you can say, I don't know if I'm getting this right, but if you heard about it, correct me. You can say you have to call her she now, although she was once a he, but now you have to call her a she, and it's going to get to a point where you have to address these people the way they want you to address them. So, and nobody never took the time out to look at things and say, well, you know what, this person been like this for years. This person been a guy for years, and now he transgendered into a woman. So if I be like, hey, what's going on, bro? Don't get mad at me. I've been knowing what you were for 20, 30 years. So you took a change. Now I have to catch on just like that. And just for the record, me personally, I would never call a transgender woman what they are. You know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, if you're a transgender woman, I mean, you made that transition from a man to a woman. I'm not going to call you a woman. I'm not going to say hey ma'am, or hey girl, or hey no. I'm just going to say hey, or they speak to me, how you doing? Well, I'm okay. If they looking like a woman, how you doing? I'm okay. Well, blah blah this and the other. I go my way, you go your way. But I'm not gonna say no. Hey girl, no. First of all, that's disrespect. See, people fail to realize we disrespect ourselves every day, and we disrespect nature every day. By us going along with, I'm not saying nobody's going along with it, but by us going along with this stuff, it's pretty much a spit in the creator's face. If you actually sit down and think about it, because the main focus is, oh, we're not hurting anybody. Yeah, I'm not saying you out there hurt nobody. I'm not saying gay people run out there beating up straight. No, I would never say that. But you have to call it the way it is, man. We have to call it the way it is. If you're born a man, if you're born with a penis, you are a man. Simple as that. If you're born with a vagina, you're a vagina. That's why you're a vagina. You're a woman. I said you're a vagina. If you're born with a vagina, you're a woman. And this has been broken down through history. Adam and Eve, male, female, girl, boy, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. They were always separated. Now, hold on, what was that again? That's disrespectful to born women. I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand. Can you care to elaborate a little bit on that? They are X, Y, or XX. Okay, I get that, but I don't understand that. That's disrespectful to. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, I think you're saying that's disrespectful to the women that was actually born women. I think that's what you're saying. So if I'm not just, hey, feel free to correct me. But it's like, just like I was saying, you got Girl Scouts, you got Boy Scouts. Now, where did it all become is everything's the same. I mean, everything's different. These people over here, okay, there you go, there we go. Thanks for clearing it up. But yeah, it's disrespect to disrespect to women and men. You have women that's actually being born as actual God gift to the world women. But when you grow up, you can pretty much do what you want to do. You ain't got to answer to me. You got to answer to the man upstairs. And I will say this. No, I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Oh, my ear. I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but you can't be a child of the light. That means a child of God, and you still doing demonic things. Pops, what's going on? I mean, yes, people look at it as, well, we're not doing anything bad. We're not hurting anybody. No, you're going against the grain of the Lord. And once you're going against him, you got to be working for the other guy. But take it the way you want to take it. You can't be you can't go and splicing your body to something you think that you want to be because you say, well, ever since I was a kid, I always felt the need to be a woman. The reason that is reason one. There's reasons unknown because I don't know, but I can only tell you my point. There was something I don't know. Maybe you had a demon inside you. And yes, demons getting kids too. So we can just stop all the yin yang. Oh no, they're too young. No, demons ain't got no respect to person. They'll jump in you just like they'll jump in a newborn baby. So the thing is, we as people we have to stand our ground. If you get along with it, you do. If you don't get along with it, you don't. Simple as that. You can't make me believe in something that I don't want to believe in. And these people will actually try to convince you that there's a gay gene. There's no such thing as that. That stuff is man-made. It's man-made. You're only two choices in the womb. Either you're a woman, a woman, a girl or a boy. When they come, like we've seen in the old TV shows and stuff like that, or at the hospital when they tell a woman to push, push, it's coming, push, and the baby slide out, and they look at the baby and they say, "Oh, congratulations, it's a girl." Guess why? Cause it's got that baby, that child has a vagina. Or congratulations, Mister and Mrs. Wilcox, you have a beautiful, handsome young man. Why is that a man? I mean, a young boy. Why is that a boy? Because he has a penis. He has a scrotum. He's got a penis. He's got two testicles hanging. That's how you define the difference between male and female. Now it's been going on like this for the longest. Now that everything's changing, people want to jump on the easiest bandwagon they can find. Oh, hold on a second. I think we got a visitor. Hold on a second, guys. This thing is always acting crazy. Okay, let's see. Hello? Mm, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this thing. But maybe it's my reception because I don't know. Sometimes it gives it to me, sometimes it don't. So I'm sorry, it's not me. It could be the reception sometime. But I mean, it's like they're giving you a choice. Either you're gonna take our way, or we don't want to hear what you got to say. If you want to be gay, hey, be gay. That's on you. It's not on me. It's on you. We all got to meet the Creator at one damn point, whether we like it or not. So if you're working for that side, That's not the winning side when it comes to the Lord. That's what you call an abomination. If he say no, it's pretty much no. God is not man. Man can say no and we can go back on our word, but if he say no, it brings confusion. It's an abomination. You shouldn't do it. Then guess what? You shouldn't do it. But like I always said, the trick was to always get God out the picture. So you can't say, well, you know what? Yeah, you can believe in God and be gay. Yeah, but you can't practice the attributes of God because because being that is actually practicing attributes of Satan. Let's just be honest about it, man. Let's be honest. So I will have more respect for a trans person or a gay person if they just be honest and tell the truth. I'm not calling them a liar, but no, you're not. You were born a man. You're born a man, and then the scientists want to get together and say, you know what? To avoid all the conflict and all the pressure, we just gonna say, you know what? There's another gene. There's no other gene. We don't come out liking boys and liking girls. Boys don't come out liking boys, and women don't come out liking women because you're a baby. You're innocent. You're harmless. You don't know what the heck you're doing. But if you're young, when you get to that age, you know right from wrong, and you have nobody to teach you, and then you keep pointing and say, well, you know what? That's good. We support that. That's good. We support that. Then that kid is going to grow up and say, well, you know what? Hey, my mom and daddy support it. So now I can be what I want to be. There's no structure in homes anymore. And I've said this 100 times and I'll say it again. I can pretty much care less what man say. I'm more worried about what the big man say. I'm more scared of him than I'm scared of a man. Because either you're going to live by it or you're not. So everybody want their own. No, don't call me that. I'm a woman. No, in my eyes, you're still a man. So just don't say hi to me. I no, I won't walk up to them and say, "What's up, man?" No, I'm like, Hey, how you doing? Okay, bam, I'm done. Blah blah. This, that. The weather's great. Okay, have a nice day. I go by where you go your way. But nobody on this planet can convince me that transgender women are actually women. When they make that transformation, they're actually 100% pure, unfaturated, untampered women. Same thing with the guys. You can't make me believe that. You can't. And if you do believe something like that, well, there's something wrong with you. Just be what you are, and just say, you know what, I did it. Well, yeah, they do it because they want to, but I know what I was. I know what I was. You can't say, oh, I'm a man. I've get all these operations to get all the man stuff taken away. So now I identify as a woman. No, in God's eye, you still identify as a man because you can get all the sex changes you want, all the operations, all the I mean not the exam, all the operations, and all that stuff under the knife, 24 hours a day. You can spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on it. But what you can't change is your DNA. You can't change your structure of what's inside of you like that. You can't. Remember, I gave the example that if I was if I was born a man and I made the transformation to be a transgender and I died 3,000 years ago, I was the first to do it. 3,000 years ago, my name is in books and everything and stuff like that. And they like, oh, he was a woman. Can't nobody tell us he wasn't a woman. He was a woman. He felt like he was a woman. He identified as a woman. He did this and that as a woman. And they say, you know what? Let's see what he really was. Okay, y'all say he a woman. Okay, dig up my body. Dig it up. By now, it's just bones. Probably some of it is probably dust. Take the body. The technology they got today is pretty amazing. Take the body, analyze it, run it through the machine, and blah blah this, then they'll however they do stuff. I don't know how they do it. And they say, well, the toxicology report says Pico was a man. What can you say? You can't transition yourself to be something that you're not meant to be, people. So people want to run around and call it two, three genders, and well, I'm gender this, well, I'm gender that, I'm pro this, I'm pro that. We don't have a say in something we didn't create. We don't. Just like if I created something right now, a puppet, I can name it what I want to name it. I can make it a woman or I can make it a man because I'm the creator of that. Can't nobody say, well, no, you made that puppet a woman. I'm like, no, I made it a guy. You know, he it has guy features and all that stuff, but no, it identifies as a woman. You're a fool. And all they're doing is spitting in the creator's face. But people just don't realize the damage they're doing until it's too late. Now they it's getting so out of hand that you have to. They want you to be aboard and abreast with this stuff, man. It's either their way or the highway. You can't pick and choose pronouns, people. You can't say, well, we're considered uh us now. They took the us. I'm not saying they actually took it. I'm just saying an example. They took us and just gave it to them. You know what? We're she's now. So, and remember, this was a while ago when I've said this on PTSD. This was so long ago. I don't even think we was recording. No, we was doing audio then. And I've said there's going to come a time. Now hear me out. There's going to come a time when transgender women are going to think they're better than regular women. Okay, that'll never happen. It now is happening. No, hey, if you're transgender and you want to date a man, you can date a straight man. You know why? Because you know why it's good to date a transgender man? Because we can treat heterosexual men better than regular women. We don't bleed. We don't trip. We don't attitude change. We don't act. We don't do none of that stuff. We know what men want, so we're going to give it to them. That's the word now. So now it's going to be a beef between transgender women and regular women. It's coming. On it's going. People believe me. As long as God allow us to wake our minds up every day and wake up every day out the bed, you're going to see changes in this world that you never thought we would be here to see. Yeah, the trick is to get them both out the picture now. No, we're better than women. That's pretty much all they're saying. Can't hear my voice is too low. I don't know what's going on. Everything's plugged up. Can y'all hear me out there? Hello? Can y'all hear me? This thing is turned all the way up too. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? I don't know what's going on. Everything's plugged up perfectly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clear. Can anybody hear me out there? Well, I guess they can. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on now. Now they're saying they're better than regular women. Why would you even say that? Just take what you want to have and just be there. Just be there now. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm a transgender woman. I'm a transgender woman, or no, I'm a heterosexual guy, and I like transgender women. That only means you're gay. Let's just be honest about it. You're gay. Now, I'm not saying this to be harsh, but the truth is the truth, people. The truth. No, no props, no problem. Definitely no problem, man. It probably was just something with the chords. But yeah. So if me, a heterosexual guy that have a history of just dating nothing but women, meet a transgender person, and this person tell me, well, hey, I used to be a man. Okay, no problem. But guess what? You're a woman now. That means I have gay tendencies because whether we like it or not, although the parts aren't there anymore, you're still sleeping with a man. You're still sleeping with a man. Just like the women look like men now and the men like women now, you're still sleeping with the same you're still sleeping with the same sex. The same exact thing. So maybe people find happiness in places that I know nothing about. Hey, that's on you. That's on you. But they have problems in their relationships too, just like regular people do. They don't get no slaps on the wrist either. Sometimes those are the most abusive relationships ever. But nobody, if we talking about stuff like this, nobody wants to hear this stuff because we are taught that their way is the happy way. No, there's only one happy way, and that's the Lord Himself. He brings happiness to the world. Man can't bring happiness to the world, people. If it was up to man and we had our way, everybody be dead. Everybody. We'll kill ourselves. So it pretty much is what it is. So there's only two genders. You have a male gender, you have a female gender. That's it. There's no more in between. Anything else in between is pretty much man-made. And they're bending the rules or breaking the rules. That's all it is. Scientists go in these labs and study all day. Oh well, there is another gene. No, it's not. No. No, 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 no. You're only born to. When you grow up and you want to do what you want to do, once again, that's on you. But you can't make people, you can't force this down people's throats. I'm not a homophobe. I'm not biased. I'm none of that. But by me saying stuff like this, they will call me a homophobe. You know what a homophobe is? A homophobe is a person that's scared. Scared to accept something somebody else is. I'm not scared of anything. Not like that. I can accept you for what you are. Sure. I'm not. I ain't got to mess with you. I ain't got to mess with you. But like um being there for that situation or supporting it, no, I would say this on Facebook and YouTube. I would never support that type of behavior. Never. Because one, I'm a God fearing man. Two, if he don't like it and you say you're a servant of the Lord and he if he don't like it, you're not supposed to like it. Now, true, you can help people to see the light, but I can't go out and hang with people that I'm not supposed to. It don't work like that, brothers and sisters. It don't. I'm not saying hate anybody. I would never speak or preach. Well, I don't preach. Speak a hate speech of homosexuality. I don't hate. I can't hate them because in order for me to hate them, I have to be above them or think I'm above them. I don't hate anybody, but if I don't support gangbangers, if I don't support drug dealers, if I don't support useless murders, if I don't support women beating up men and men beating the crap out of women, I don't support that. And if that's wrong, and you say, hey, well, guess what? I want to go to the next level. I think I want to be a woman, and you're a man, or a man said, I think I want to be a woman. And in God's eyes, that's wrong. I'm going to pretty much roll with the big guy. That's just me. So that's with anybody mama, dad, grandma, grandpa, kids, girlfriend. I don't care. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. But just because I don't support something, that don't mean I can't get along with you. Sure, I'll get along with you, but I can't see myself telling the friends or my kids or something like that. And they say, well, you know, Dad, man, we finna go to the prayer break. My duty, and I want y'all to listen to me. My duty as a father, as a man, tell your kids no. Now, if they sneak off and go, that's on them, man. I mean, it's not like you can go down to the prayer parade with a belt like, what are they at? No, you tell them the truth. You tell them the truth. That's funny. We tell the kids truth about everything else except the truth about what they need to get through with life. No. Well, I've had these conversations before with people on the street. Well, Pico, what do you think about gay rights in the Pride Parade? Honestly, I don't think about it, and I'll never think about it because it don't concern me. So you saying you wouldn't support? No, I don't support it. I can't support that. If I support that, I might as well support a murderer because in God's eyes, it's all wrong. All of it's wrong. Now, you want to get mad at somebody? Get mad at him. But I don't see nobody looking up to the sky, getting spaceships or jetpacks on their back, going up there and saying, God, I need to talk to you. Well, for one, we'll never make it that far. And two, just because you don't see him or nothing happened, that don't mean he's alone with this stuff, people. Believe me on this. Believe me. So do what you want to do, be what you want to be. They say love all, be free. Hey, knock yourself out. But there's always a judge you got to account for. So you can't get mad at me if I don't support habits. You can't. I just like I can't get mad at you. If you support that lifestyle, well, I support it. Guess what? All I can do is tell you the truth. Like, man, you know what? That's probably not a good idea. You messing your blessings up if you do stuff like this. That's probably not a good idea. Instead of saying you support it, try to help somebody out of it. And you say, well, you know what? I'ma stick with it. I can't say, well, you know what? We ain't friends no more. No, we still gonna be cool. You the one got to answer to that, not me. Just like if I do something wrong in the street, I'm walking around with a dirty gun, no records of me, a gun being no foul. I just get a gun and just walking around and you see it and you be like, man, you got any credentials on that gun? And I'm like, no, man, I'm straight, man. Man, the heck with the police, man. They ain't stopped me yet. And you say, well, Pico, let's just be honest, man. If they randomly stop us, or you walking down the street and the car jump in front of you, like, you know what, you got somebody that fit the description, or just a random routine stop, and they pet you down, they get that gun, and they run that gun through the system, and the gun don't come back registered, and I got bodies on the gun, although I never killed nobody, somebody gave me the gun to protect myself, who you think they're gonna put them bodies on? You can't walk around Chicago without an unregistered gun, right? I mean, they do, but it's unregistered. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, people. It's the exact same thing. So nobody's preaching hate. If a gay person was to get on my live right now, and I just want to be very crystal clear about this, nobody's preaching hate on this here podcast of mine. Nobody. I don't hate anybody. All I want to do is try to help people be a better person. That's with regular life and the life that God chose us. All I can do is point you in the right direction. If you don't want to go, then you don't want to go. I can't hold nobody hostage and say, "Oh, you're gonna do this," and I'm a I'm a pray for you get that gay demon. No, that's not my job. I wasn't called for that. Actually I wasn't called for nothing. I'm just a guy that knows sense. I would never give myself credit on a situation that I have nothing to do with. Never. I don't care if it's 3 people on this podcast or 3 million. I would never do that. I'm too much of a man for that. But back to the back to the lecture at hand, man. Who makes these rules? Who makes these rules? Who makes these gay agenda rules? Who makes these rules that you have to call transgender women actual women now? Who makes these rules? Just because you feel like something, that don't mean that's what you are. That don't mean you should do it. I'm quite sure a lot of us wake up every day and wish we can walk in the bank and can't nobody see us and just go in the vault and get all kind of money about that boy. We may wish we can do it, but that don't mean we should do it. Sometimes I feel like doing a lot of things. Man, I feel like going over here, but that don't mean it's right. That don't mean it's right. It don't. That's either good or bad. So if you splicing on yourself, you giving the doctors all this money and I want to cut this and tuck that in and give me hormone pills. You trying hard to be something you're not. You're trying hard to be something you're not. So just be yourself. It's real easy. Be yourself. Woe to the person that looks at themselves and saying, you know what? Newsflash. I don't want this anymore. I don't because it's crazy. So it's either that way. Well, what's going on with this mic? It's either that way. Oh, there we go. Or God's way, and His way always wins, whether we like it or not. People, His way always wins because we got to deal with Him at the end of the day. When His life is over, that's where He kicks in. Ooh, that water good. So We got to be very careful and wary about the things we get along with. And you got preachers going along with this stuff, and they claim that they're messengers of God. But anything the Father don't like and you work for him, you're not supposed to like either. And just when I say that, I don't mean when you're not supposed to like it, like, oh, you know what, I'm angry with the devil. Oh no, the job of a preacher is to help people out of their problems. That's what the job of a preacher is. Not the biggest job, but you help them so people can understand. The job is to get how many souls to the good side. But look how many souls are on the bad side, man. Nobody never stopped to wonder and think about that. All of us got to get judged. Me, you, mama, daddy, mother, father, sister. Don't all of us got to get judged? And yes, he will judge people for what they do on this earth. Uh, Lamar Brown. Yes, master. Yes, yes, father. Oh, we see you was on earth. You did this and blah blah. Okay, you did that. You told people the truth. Blah blah. This and the other. Okay, let's turn the page. Oh, wait a minute. You did all that, and you turned out that you had a sex change because you wanted to be a woman. Well, yeah. Why did you do that? Well, I felt that ever since I was a kid, I just felt like I want. No, wrong answer, homeboy. Wrong answer. Get on over in that line because God don't take sides. God don't take sides. He never did, and He never will. Wrong is wrong. Now, if you feel that you're doing the right thing, that want to bring another gender in the world, then by all means, knock yourself out. But the truth is going to always light, no matter what we do, people. Remember, male, female, and there's nothing in male, female, and there's nothing in between. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing in between. No, have you ever heard a doctor, people that got kids, or people been in delivery rooms, or whatever, and they pull a baby out and say, congratulations, it's a gay baby. No, no. Well, I knew I was like this ever since I was 3. How the heck you know you was there when you was 3? When you was 3, the only thing you probably was doing was running around crying a lot and trying to steal food off somebody's plate or eating suckers and stuff off the floor. So no, it's the company we keep. It's the things that we see in the world that makes us what we are. Born in sin, shaped in iniquity. It's pretty much cut and dry. All of us are born in sin. Yes, when we're babies, we're innocent because we don't know of sin. We're innocent beings. But one turns to two, two turns to three, and so on and so on. And the way the world is now, when you see things, you think it's acceptable. Well, you know what? Hey, they did it on this show, or they did it on that show, or blah blah, this, that, and the other. Ain't nobody here to teach you. Well, you know what? When you grow up, you can be what you want to be. Yeah, you can, but tell them the truth. Stay on the straight path. Because the minute you stray, you got a whole new world waiting for you, waiting to help you be more less than what you are. And it's bad. So teach people the truth. If you don't want to go along with things, stand your ground, stand your foot, be a man, be a woman. No, I ain't going along with it. I don't care who it is. You can have gay brothers and sisters. That don't mean they're not your brother and sister no more. Yeah, you're supposed to love them. They're family, but you ain't got to go along with what they do. You don't. I love you, but I don't support you. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. So we got choices to make in this thing called life. Either we gonna tell people the truth, or we're not, or we're gonna sugarcoat stuff just to blend in. No, I don't. I don't do it. I don't support transgender lifestyle, or I don't support this. I don't support man and man relation. One, no, I don't support it. I'm a grown man. I can be able to support anything I want. But it seems to me, what I said earlier, you can support. People can support everything else. I mean, not support every. I'm sorry. People can not support everything. I don't know. I have no. I want to do that. If you don't want to do that, you don't want to do that. I don't want to support this. Oh, why not? Because I just don't. Because I don't believe in those ways, the homosexuality ways. Oh, and now you're a homophobe. Whatever. It's whatever. because I learned in life, heroes don't get, and I'm not calling myself a hero, but I learned this in life and in Spider-Man. Heroes don't get rewarded, people. Heroes never get rewarded because the minute you stick to your ground, somebody's going to hate you for it. Perfect example. You see what they did with Jesus, right? Jesus stuck to his ground. They put him on the cross. It is what it is. Draw your own conclusions. Think what you want to think. Say what you want to say. But like I always say, I'm more convinced about that one up there, the Father, than these people down here. Because none of these people down here can wake me up tomorrow when I go to bed. None of them. If I go out there and be on a bike or whatever, and I or some car accident, and I break my arm or break my shoulders or in a casket, can't none of them people heal my body but the Lord. None of them. Doctors can't even heal your body. They can't. They're sure they can give you medicine to stop the pain. They can go in and operate and put bones back, but if the Lord don't speak to them bones, man, them bones ain't gonna do nothing. They're not gonna do anything. So that's the person I'm more scared of. If I'm scared of somebody that can do something I can never do, I can't bring the dead back. I can't look at somebody in a wheelchair and be like, oh, you know what, here, take these 2 pills and tomorrow about this time, you can be walking just as good as new. I can't do that. So if the people down here can't do it, why would I be scared of them or for what I believe in? It's like I said, I'm scared of things, beings that can do things I can't never do. And it's not the fact that I'm losing my respect for people. No, I respect everybody, but I just have a strong belief in certain things. I believe that men should be men and women should be women. That's what I believe in. You can't convince me otherwise. I tell you what, if anybody in this world can convince me, Pico, that men should be women and women should be men, I'll support it. But you have to convince me. You have to sit me down and you have to talk to me in a way that I'm slow. Like, dude, this is the way I support. If you can convince me and I say, well, you know what? That's a good point. I'll support anything. Well, I guess I won't ever support it because can't nobody even come to that can't nobody even have that conversation with me. A straight person can't have that conversation with me. You know why? Because they're going against things that don't supposed to be. Take it the way you want to take it, people. I'm just, hey, like I always say, I'm just a guy that speaks the truth. I have no, I didn't go to Bible school. I wasn't ordained to be a preacher, a minister, a deacon, none of that. True, I did go to church, but it's the things I learned in church and the things that I see as life goes on, and I'm big enough and old enough to make my decisions of guess what? That's wrong. That's right. That's right. That's wrong. That's wrong. I'm big enough to understand that. Now, I'm not saying go out and a gay badge. Please don't ever do that because there's a consequence for that. There's a good chance you might get locked up. There's a chance you might get locked up if you don't gay bash. You go out there and just bash some regular people. They gonna lock you up. So no, treat everybody with respect. I don't care if you're black, white, green, anamic, avatar. I don't care what color you are. You treat everybody with respect because all of us. Well, I'm gonna say all of us. Take that back. Take that back. A lot of us were taught to respect our elders. I was one of them. I don't care what color you are. I'm always yes, ma'am, and yes, sir to anybody. You can be an older gay couple. You talking, yes, sir. No, ma'am. And they you know what? You're so respectful because that's the way I was brought up. I ain't gonna say, well, get your your such and such your blah blah. Get away from. No, I don't do that. There's no need for me to do that. I don't have to prove my point that way. I don't. So that's it for today, people. That's it. I hope we all learned something because when it's all said and done, we all we all got to stand on that judgment line. Because there's a saying, you can fool men some of the time, but you can't fool God none of the time. You can't. He gave us all free will. And some of them say, well, you know what? If God wanted me to be a man, why he didn't stop me? If God wanted you to be a woman, he would have made you a woman inside the womb, like he does everything else. You would have came out a woman. But you wait till you become a man to change to a woman. And that's just not gonna go right. It's just not gonna go right, people. But that's it for today. It's your boy Pico City Brown. Well, aka Pico. Follow me on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button at Pico the City Brown. One-on-one talk. PTSD. They're all on the same platform on YouTube. Go to hit YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you don't catch it here, you can catch it on YouTube. Going across the street to TikTok, hit that follow button at Pico City. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook, as you know, and I'm also on YouTube. So, without any further ado, I'm not going to take up nobody's time because I'm hungry. Yes, I'm hungry. But I thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it, and always, like I always say, the big guy always keep him first and pray more because we're going to need more prayer in this world than anything because there's too much evil entities in the world, and we need to pray on things. Let God control it instead of us because we can't control it. We're only flesh and blood. But that's going to do it for today, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is Pico signing off from One on One Talk. Take care of yourself and each other.